Welcome back to JRPW. Today we're going to do another episode of the Speed Shop Scholar. We're going to help you show you what the steps you need to take to correct the head gasket failure when you're in the field. A few things that are very important is that anything you take off, you know exactly how it come off, you know exactly where it came from. That's especially important when you're dealing with rocker arms and push rods, because those are available in different styles. And they also, when it comes to the rocker arms, they'll give a different reading. So if you don't put it back exactly like it come apart, you can run into an issue in tech. You can also run into an issue in performance. But this one here, we've got it stripped down, ready to go back together. The head gasket surface is clean. There's no oil, no contamination, anything at all on the surface. Same thing for the surface of the head. All that's nice and clean. And we've also got our head gasket. I use copper coat on mine. We've got this one prepared and it's actually tacked up and ready to use. One more thing that's also very important is replace the head gasket that you put back on there with the same thickness that you took off. Just like we was talking about, these things are available in all different thicknesses. This one here is 10 thousandths or 9 thousandths actually. This one here is 15. This one here is 27. And then they come in all different thicknesses. Sometimes they're stacked, again, for performance and for tech issues. They need to be put back exactly like they were. But as far as putting it back on, it's pretty simple. You just don't want to touch the actual surface of the gasket. Kind of work from the edges. Place it over your dowels. Set the head right back into position. Take your 4 head bolts. Most of the time it takes a 12mm socket to run the head bolts down. Run everything down to the point of contact. And at that point you want to torque it down. I use 22 foot-pounds. Other people have their choice. That's just what I use. And you want to do it in a cross pattern. So we're going to run this one down. If it's not feeling like it's wanting to pull torque, just move to another one. You're going to go over it several times anyway. Hit. Let's go back and hit everything a second time. And once you've got that handled, don't forget the lash cap on the exhaust valve. That's got to be there. And then we've got our push rod separated. The exhaust is over here to the left, or to the rear, will be the rear of the engine, and the intake is to the front. Just going to set it down in the hole, grab it down on the thing, put it in position. Nice, and you can loosen the, you can take it off if you desire. Loosen the valve lash and everything, but that's not really necessary. Once you do that, everything should fall right back into place and you're good to go.